We'll be showing the recently announced class, the Ember Mage. That's the fourth and final class in the game. We're also announcing our price point. Just like Torchlight 1, Torchlight 2 is going to be just 20 bucks. Obviously, the biggest addition to the game is the fact that we now have multiplayer, both LAN and online play, as well as the traditional offline single-player game. We're going to play a little bit here with the Ember Mage to give you an idea of how that class works, and to show you a few of the new features in the game. So Torchlight 2 is a much bigger game than Torchlight 1. It's structured considerably differently. We're starting here in the second town in the game, the city of Zarafesh, which is in a desert region of the world. We're going to go ahead and head outside into another one of the major new additions to the game, large outdoor randomized environments. These environments have time of day, weather, and it really makes the game a lot more filled out, a lot more interesting to explore. The other classes that we've already announced are the Berserker, who you can see here on the bottom left, the Outlander in the top left, and the Engineer in the bottom right. All of them play pretty differently and have kind of a wide variety of skills. We've added lots of cool new monsters and enemies to the game. We'll run into quite a few of those out here in the desert. Behind me you can hear kind of the thunder of a bunch of other people playing the game. And here we go. So right here at the gates of the city, we're going to go head out into the world. You can see on the left there the portraits of some of the other players that we're playing with, who all happen to be out here with us somewhere. Now we're using the Ice Wave skill here. The Ember Mage is an elemental spellcaster class that has control over the elements of ice, fire, and electricity, with a wide variety of kind of long-range, high-damage skills. Head off to the south here. Ideally, we won't have all of the monsters ahead of us having been murdered by some of the other players who are wandering around out here right now. Some of the local wildlife and the Ezra here, who are kind of a clan that lives here in the desert. In the desert, we also have things like sandstorms that can kick up. I think we're heading to the Forsaken Vaults, which are a very kind of mechanical dungeon. I was using Infernal Collapse, which is a targeted delayed explosion skill, rescuing a couple of bystanders here. Now we've gone ahead and redone all the UI for I think the second time now in the development of Torchlight 2, trying to make it a little bit more streamlined, a little clearer, and more appropriate for multiplayer play. I think just about every part of the game has been touched from Torchlight 1. The engine's been upgraded. We're able to do much larger areas than we were before. Monster behaviors are more interesting. We'll also be releasing all the mod tools with Torchlight 2, just as we did with Torchlight 1. It's our hope that we'll have, again, a really thriving mod community. What's interesting about mods in this case is that you'll be able to play modded multiplayer games. So one of the most popular things to do with Torchlight 1 was to create modded classes, and that should be kind of really fun to see what comes out when Torchlight 2 hits. Here we are in the vaults. These are riddled with traps, turrets, electrical traps, blades that slice out of the floor. Oh, there's a few other players. Someone playing a Berserker with their Shadow Summon. Now we're using kind of the teleport skill, which does frost damage when you arrive at your destination in Blazing Pillar. Nasty traps. And Prismatic Bolt, which is a long-range, fast-seeking, targeted skill. The game will be coming out this year. Haven't got an exact date yet, little too small and a little bit too erratic to be able to choose, but definitely before the end of December. Ding. Thanks for watching. This has been Torchlight 2. We're really enjoying watching people play it.